Welcome to Album Draft Podcast, where we draft and create albums using our favorite artists and various topics. My name is Reed. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Matt's here, back again. It's Christmas time.
Yo, yo, yo.
We got some snow today. We didn't get much, though.
We got a light drizzle.
Yeah.
Drizzle, manizzle, snowy, snowizzle.
So I'm glad we didn't get a lot, because I really wasn't ready to shovel. But
I am not ready for this cold.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I'm fine with cold, but like this wind and like the frigidness of it. I mean, this is like a heat wave after you come out of winter, but I'm not used to it yet.
Yeah. Well, we better get used to it because it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming quick.
Did you tell everyone my name? Did you tell everyone my name?
Yes, I did. Matt Overhouse. Born in...
No, my name that I have.
Okay. Yeah, your name is...
on the
Kiss Me Reed Under the Mistletoe.
Kiss Me Reed Under the Mistletoe. See, this we don't get this on the podcast because you can't see. But like every podcast, I have this funny name.
Yeah.
So
I know. I need to start doing video. Maybe next year. Maybe 25. That'll be a goal. Yeah.
We can create a cool set and then we'll have millions of followers.
Mm-hmm. All right, do you guys have any family traditions for Christmas?
Well, we used to do the whole real tree thing. Like day after Thanksgiving, we go out, cut down a nice little Christmas tree and drag it through the forest and throw it in the back of a truck and do that. But now there's less trees. And because there's less trees, all the trees are like exponentially more expensive. So last year we bought a fake tree, and now we do a fake tree, but it looks good. So that kind of went away. Christmas Eve, I mean, obviously we go to church. We have Christmas Eve pajamas. But yeah, we always wait as long as humanly possible to watch Elf. Elf is the last Christmas movie that we watch. And then we usually start with like a Home Alone and then fill the gap in.
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation is probably one of my faves. So.
Yeah, we don't have...
What about you?
We don't have a Christmas movie that we watch. So like for our tree, we have a fake tree. I get allergies kind of bad sometimes, so we've stayed away from the real trees since Dana and I have been married. I mean, even my parents always had a fake tree too. But like we don't put our tree up like the day after Thanksgiving or anything. We just kind of do it whenever we get time. The last couple of years, it's been Dana's gone to like a women's event at church, and so like the kids and I will put it up and we'll have it ready for her. We typically listen to like the Charlie Brown Christmas album when we put the tree up, and then after that, it's kind of either on shuffle or if the kids have some requests, I'll just kind of be DJ Dad and kind of do that whole thing.
NSYNC Christmas is what we usually listen to when we do a tree. So.
Yeah, and then usually on
that or Bublé.
Yeah, Bublé, that's a good one too. We'll spin that one too. And then usually like on whenever we do celebrate Christmas, like the five of us, we have a pretty good like breakfast spread. And we've done like homemade donuts one year. We've done like breakfast crunch wraps and so stuff like that.
Breakfast crunch wraps?
Yeah.
What is this?
Tell me from
more,
Taco Bell.
Reed.
Have you ever had a breakfast? Yeah. So I mean, it's just you get like a large tortilla, hash brown patties, sausage, cheese, eggs. Throw it all in.
Oh my god,
it's delicious.
This sounds
Throw some
amazing.
pico in there,
dude. This sounds amazing.
Try it out.
We usually do like Kinley sells butter braids. So it's just bread filled with stuff. So we'll have that and like we'll usually cinnamon rolls or something like that on Christmas. But
yeah, cinnamon rolls are a pretty big staple for us too. We've done that too for Christmas, or at least for our breakfast.
We cook a big meal for Thanksgiving, so like Christmas is pretty chill around here.
Yeah.
So.
You guys do any traveling? You're sticking around here? You guys usually stick around here,
No,
though, don't
I
you?
mean, yeah, we're usually here for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and
Mm-hmm.
then usually we go to her aunt's for New Year's Eve. But this year we're not.
Okay.
So we'll be here.
Yep, we're gonna go up to Minnesota for about 5-6 days. Do Christmas up there, then we'll be back here for New Year's.
Do you play any hockey when you go up there?
No, but we're probably gonna do
Shame.
some snowmobiling this year, and my father-in-law
Oh,
said
that's
we
cool.
need to do some squirrel hunting. So
Ooh,
yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
Have you ever hunted?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, it'll be good. Look forward to it. Get a shotgun and hunt some squirrels.
Just blow the squirrel to smithereens with
Yeah.
a shotgun.
Yeah,
Not like a 22 pistol or like a 22 rifle or something.
I don't know. We'll see
Smaller?
what he's got for me.
Good lord, Reed, don't do the shotgun. He's gonna just obliterate it.
That's what he said. I'm just following orders here.
Maybe it's something smaller. Who knows?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'll have to see what
Or
he's
maybe
got.
I'm just wrong and I just don't know what I'm talking about. So it could be too.
Yeah.
I'm not a hunter, so
I'm not
I would
either.
love
yeah.
to.
Yeah. No, I'm not
I'm
either.
down for it.
All right, so we're gonna be talking about some Christmas music today, and so for this one, we've all drafted a 10-song pop punk emo metal Christmas album, both covers and originals. You said you've got like 20 songs on your list.
I love Christmas music, man. It's
Do
my
you
favorite.
have any like? Do you have any specific way you're gonna narrow? I mean, you said you have a top 10. Like, how did you narrow your list down?
I've got some. I've got one classic, but not like classic as in classic Christmas song,
Mm-hmm.
as in classic metal. Like, if you listen to Christmas music, you're gonna hear this song. I
Mhm.
got like one of those for sure. I've got some staples of songs that I grew up with, and we're gonna have some of the same ones because I already saw our first song, and it's
Yeah. I was just starting to
it's-
look through your list. We got a lot of overlap here.
it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew we would,
Mhm.
and I know there's one Reed Taylor that I know you're gonna have on your list. I haven't looked at your whole list. I just saw the first song,
Okay.
but I know there's one on there that I know you're gonna have, other than the first song, and I feel like it's gonna be on there.
Okay.
I feel like I can pick it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So for mine, I kind of just did some of my favorite bands, some good renditions or versions of songs that I really like, and just try to put together a solid list. I knew kind of early on which ones I wanted, so I didn't really have to like do a lot of narrowing down for my list. So I also could have probably easily filled it with like just 3 or 4 bands and just left it at that, but wanted to
Yeah,
to
I mean,
limit
I
it a
could have
little
put
bit.
the whole Reliant K CD on there.
Yeah.
And that would have filled up most of mine.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
yeah, I also went deep and I mean, I got some honorable mentions down here. Obviously, I have 17 on my list, but I got no problem adding Christmas songs on here. But there's some honorable mentions. But I tried to pick not the same like song from different bands, even
Yeah.
though I could have, like, because multiple bands have done really good versions of the same song or whatever. But
For sure.
I tried to split it up. So, but this is gonna be good.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and start this off. I kind of liked the 3-3-3-1 or whatever that we did last time. I thought that worked out pretty well.
I'm down for it.
Yeah. All right. So we'll go ahead with that again.
That'll work out with this.
Yeah. I think so too. I will go ahead and start this off since you did last time. And my list is in order. So you already saw my first song. And I've also got like just some like fun facts about some of this stuff, especially some of the more traditional songs. So for this one, as you saw, we're going to start things off with the 12 Days of Christmas. And
Yes, we are.
do you know what the 12 Days of Christmas are? Like, do you know a little bit of the story behind that?
The story, absolutely not. I rely on you for those facts, Reed. You are the fact master.
So
You do the deep details,
so
and
the
then you
12
enlighten me.
right. So the 12 days of Christmas, this is the period in Christian theology that marks the span between the birth of Christ and the coming of the three wise men. So it starts on the 25th, Christmas Day, and then runs through January 6th, which is the Epiphany, or sometimes also called Three Kings Day. So,
Or the Battle of Trump.
or the Battle of Trump, yes, the insurrection. So
No, that's cool. I didn't know that.
yeah, so this song was originally, let's see, what do I have? Comes from an English composer in 1909, but it's gone through a lot of changes over the years. But that's the version that we're all kind of familiar with. So
Interesting.
yep. So who knows? I'm sure he didn't think someday some little band from Ohio named Reliant K would cover his song, but here we are.
And one of the best versions of it.
Yeah, I chose this one. Yeah, because it is my favorite version of the song. I think what I really like about it is I want to say it's once you get to the sixth day, like each verse kind of has its own uniqueness. And that's always fun listening to that. And then Reliant K, they threw in their own chorus there, and in their own way with the what's a partridge, what's a pear tree, and so that's always fun to kind of break it up a little bit too. And I'm pretty sure, maybe you can confirm this for me, I'm pretty sure we played this at Pine Street once.
We didn't just play it once.
We attempted
We played it like 500 million times.
Yeah.
And we played it like every year 500 million times because it was so awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the band that we relied on for Christmas music. I mean,
It is.
They gave us the food we needed to eat
Yeah.
at that time of year. It was great.
Yeah. So,
But it's absolutely my all-time favorite. I loved playing it, and I'm glad we had Junior to play it because he's one of the only ones that could make it happen. So
I'll show you this too, since it's right in front of me.
oh, nice! You got the vinyl. That's
Yep.
cool.
It's like a
That's like
split red and green, like a transparent red and green.
oh, nice. That's dope. I love it.
So that gets a lot of run
Reliant
in
K
our house.
is just filled with character and just their own thing. Like they don't even care. They're
Yep.
just gonna do whatever they want. The one guitar player makes guitar pedals.
I saw that. Yeah.
The 1981 or something like that. And it's the one he used on the CD. And now he uses that pedal, and I think he's creating more now, but I just started following him like early this year. I found it, but it's super good pedal.
Yeah. Yeah. Those guys are so talented. They're good.
Yeah.
All right. So that's my number one. That's what I'm starting things off with. My second one. This one is originally known as The Carol of the Drum. First recorded in 1951 by the Austrian Trapp family, also known as the Von Trapp family, whose story served as the basis of The Sound of Music. A little fun fact there. Little Drummer Boy. So that's my song number two. And the version I chose.
By who?
The Almost. So
Oh, okay.
Aaron Gillespie's
Okay.
side project, yep. Drummer for Under Oath. So I thought that was just kind of cool that he did that. I mean, it's there isn't like a traditional sound, I guess, to this song. So he kind of did it in his own way, and I just thought it sounded really cool. So off of his, he's got like a Christmas EP called No Gift to Bring. So it's off of that.
Oh yeah, he does that super sweet drum intro. Yeah, he did a good job on that. Yeah, I remember that. They have that X Christmas CD that came out. Oh, when did it come out? Yeah, 2008. Yeah, 2008. So like right in our prime, and like this is where we heard like some of those like more harder Christmas songs. Yeah, that whole. But it was mostly like Christian bands like Cutlass and
like Thousand
Crowder
Foot
and
Crutch
Switchfoot and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my favorite, when I was kind of looking up some stuff about just like the history of the song, I think one of my favorite things is that it says the story of the Drummer Boy is not biblically accurate. So,
Really? The
Yeah.
kid would probably be crying.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So that's my song number 2. Number 3 is I'm gonna go with Noel, and this was originally a Chris Tomlin song. Features Lauren Daigle. I think it's. I always view it as a Lauren Daigle song just because I don't think Chris sings on it at all. So it's really just her. I'm pretty sure this is the first song that I heard from her. Her being Lauren Daigle. And the one that I chose, Maddie Mullins did a cover of it. Maddie Mullins from Memphis Mayfire and not Under Oath, Amberlin. He's kind of, in addition to Memphis Mayfire, he's released some solo stuff too, both kind of on the rock side and then like also on like the CCM side too. So I just thought this was a really good cover of the song. He kind of held his own vocally, because I know obviously Lauren Daigle's got some pipes and crazy range, but I think he did a good job with it too.
Ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, I'm gonna have to listen to that. I like that.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what I'm starting off with: 12 Days of Christmas, Little Drummer Boy, and Noel.
Nice. Surprisingly, I don't have Little Drummer Boy on my list. Like, not even in my honorable mentions. I'm surprised. I forgot about it. I didn't forget about the song. I just didn't end up on my list. So, but nice. I dig it. I like that. I like that Maddie Mullins one. I'm gonna have to listen to that. All right. Yep. Starting off 12 Days of Christmas. Of course, Reliant K. Like we said, it's the cream of the crop. It's our bread and butter. It's what we grew up on. And then I'm gonna go into Carol of the Bells by August Burns Red. Ooh,
very nice.
Such a good instrumental. My gosh. When the first time I heard this, I was like, yes, some metal Christmas that's actually decent. Like, they did a great job on this. Oh, when did it come out?
I think they've got a couple like Christmas compilation albums.
Yeah, they do. They've done a bunch of Christmas stuff, and I think I have 2. Yeah, I have 2 on my list from them.
Okay. Yeah, I've got 1 on my list in my next 3, so I'll talk about that when we get to it.
Yeah. All right, and my number 3 is I'm gonna give a shout out to Hey Monday mixtape for Christmas.
Yeah,
dude. When they came out with this, I was like, oh, it's so good, and it was in that era of like female singers and stuff like that. It was like exploding, and isn't it Cassidy Pope? Pope?
Yep.
Yeah.
I also have a Hey Monday song on my list too. So
yeah. Oh, you got the Oh Holy Night one, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the other one. Yeah, I had that on, and then I found mixtape for Christmas. And I was like, no, that's the one I want. That's the one I want.
Yeah.
But it's so good. It's a well done new Christmas song. Like, it's not a redo of something, like they made it, I believe. Yeah. But that's my favorite. It's upbeat. It's like perfect. I love it. So gets me happy for Christmas. So that's my top 3.
Nice. 12 Days, Carol of the Bells, and mixtape for Christmas, right? Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, we're going to have, obviously, like you said, we're going to have a lot of overlap, whether the song itself or the artist. So it just is what it is.
Yep.
All right. So my next 3, I had, for my next one, I had August Burns Red. I went with the Home Alone theme. This one, I was listening to this in the car just on the way back home, and it's just phenomenal. I mean, all of their instrumental like Christmas songs are great. This one's got all these different sections, and they're just great. I just love all these Christmas songs that they did.
That's cool. Shout out to the cover art of that CD of the guy in the Santa suit giving a side profile. Yeah. What the frick is that?
Right.
It's like Mariah Carey-esque. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I know, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't go deep into this whole CD. I just found the ones I want, but that's awesome. I love that.
And then speaking of Mariah Carey, my next one is All I Want for Christmas. but it is the version by Alex Melton. And just a quick fun fact about this song: the song re-enters the charts every year around Christmas time, and it has hit number one every year for the last 5 years,
Yeah,
which
I
is
believe
ridiculous.
it.
Yeah,
I totally believe it.
yeah.
He's
The version.
he's a TikTok guy, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Social media guy turned this one into more of like an emo style Christmas song. Kind of gave it a really different feel. Compared to some of the other covers, they tend to keep it upbeat, just like the original. But he gave it, a new spin on it, and thought that was really cool.
It's hard to get away from that upbeat.
It really is, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
that
so,
sounds good.
yeah, I know we had thrown out an idea of an episode, and so I'm sure I'll talk about him a little bit more if we decide to do that. But I mean, he's just
TikTok
really
bands,
talented, truly.
social
yeah.
media bands.
Yep.
Yep.
One man band, plays all the instruments, and
Yeah, he's
just,
really good.
very
He's super
creative. Yeah.
talented.
So that's there's that one, and then my next song is from Yellow Card. It's called "Christmas Lights."
I knew it. That's not the one that I knew, but I figured you would be putting that one on.
You'll have to tell me which one you're thinking of, because now I'm curious as I'm working through the rest of my list. But
I want to look. I want to look at your list, but I'm holding back. I'm holding back.
Yeah. Up until a few days ago, I didn't realize this was a Coldplay cover. Like, I thought this was an original Yellow Card song. But kind of knowing that it's a Coldplay song now, yeah, it kind of explains a couple things for me musically that kind of seemed out of the ordinary for them. Obviously, they had to add the violin in there just because that's their signature. But yeah, it's just a solid Christmas song. They always sound great with everything they do. So definitely had to add this one to the list.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna have that in there. But that's not the one. But
that's not the one. All
I
right.
love Yellow Card. Anything they do, man. Gosh.
Yep. I think I know which one you're thinking about. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I think so. It's probably in this next three that I'm gonna do. So.
Okay. All right. Am I up?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. On to my next three. These are good, but not like super solid. Back to Reliant K, Angels We Have Heard on High. Oh, this is the other one that we played.
Yeah.
In youth group or whatever. Like these two were like, this one was like an easier one to play or whatever. But yeah, I love this. I love playing this, like, and trying to sing it at the same time. But it just fit our groove and fit our style. So it just brings me back to that, nostalgia feel of Christmas and everything we did at that time. So I love coming back to those two songs for sure. But yeah. And then I go to Fall Out Boy's song of "You'll Shoot Your Eye Out."
I almost added this one to my list. I didn't though. It's an honorable mention.
Yeah. Good. At least it's on there. But it's they did okay with like the recording, but I like that it was like more acoustic and not just like their full band thing. I like that they flipped to the acoustic thing. But but it sounds like Fall Out Boy. When it starts, he's like, "This is your good year," or whatever.
Yep.
So it's got that like Dead on Arrival type feel.
Yeah, it's definitely in that era Fall Out Boy.
And then I loved the Used. So this my third one of that. So number 6 is "Alone This Holiday" by the Used. And I just like that it sounds like the Used, and they did a few Christmas songs, and I could have put a couple other ones on there or whatever, but they did a super slow one. I can't remember the other one, but I like this because it felt like the Used, but it was a more Christmas holiday themed song. So yeah, that's why that one's on there. So plus, I love the guitar tone on it.
Yeah. Yeah, they always had a great guitar tone, guitar sound, just especially the first couple albums.
Yeah, it's like this like compressed, like tight, like sound, but even when they did that Transformers song, that
Yeah.
that one's probably one of
Hmm.
my favorite Used songs. But yeah, so that was my number 6, "Alone This Holiday" by the Used. So.
Yeah, that was probably the other honorable mention that I had. That I kept putting this one on and taking it off, swapping it out with the Alex Melton song. So I'm glad one of us grabbed it.
Yeah, it's definitely worthy of something.
All right, my next three, and the one that I think you're thinking about, it's not this one. It's the one after.
Okay.
So, but this one, I went with a favorite of ours as far as from a band. I went with "Nothing for Christmas" from Newfound Glory.
That wasn't the one either, but
That
I
wasn't
figured
what.
you would put the Newfound on there, so I kept it off. So.
Yeah. So I know we've been kind of holding off talking about them, which is fine because I know we want to give it their their proper respect in their episodes, but
Yeah,
and obviously
that's like 2
Newfound got a lot
episodes.
of got a lot of run from us back in the day and even now, but. This one's from their Christmas album. What's this? December is Here. I think that was what it's called. All original Christmas songs, and so that's always a fun one to kind of throw in the mix and let it play. I'd probably say their Christmas song "Xmas" is probably my favorite of their Christmas songs, but it felt a little too
Agree.
like teenage angsty for me for this list. So,
For
so I had to
sure,
go with a
that's
little
one
bit
of the
more of a
best
grown
ones.
up Christmas song. Yeah,
Yeah, I feel that.
yeah. So there's that one. Next one, I'm gonna go. I think this is the one you're thinking about. Maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong. 1984, "Last Christmas," originally by Wham. I
Nope.
went with okay. I went with the version from the Maine, and
That's not the one I was looking.
that's not the one. No,
But that sounds
but
interesting. I'm gonna look it up.
yeah, this one's good. I thought they did a good job of kind of keeping the '80s feel of the songs. Got some good bass lines going through it. And this song, "Last Christmas" in general, is just kind of earworm for me around Christmas time. So I definitely had to include this one on my list.
I mean, the main is pretty good, anyways. So.
Yeah,
Oh, it sounds old too.
yeah, yeah.
It's got that old feel. They really kept it.
So it
Nice.
probably doesn't necessarily fit sound wise with my list, but band wise, they're all in that same genre in
That
that
fits.
era. So
That fits you. The main fits you, Reed.
yeah. All right. So then my last one of this bunch, I went with "Lowborn" by Wolves at the Gate. I had to include them on here because their Christmas EP is phenomenal. And I know they get a lot of well-deserved love on here. No, the song just sounds great as a band lyrically. Really like this one too. Love the chorus. Hear the song of the angels. Glory lays in a manger. Fear not the advent of the great I am. Humbly he comes to the world as a lamb. So the funny thing too is like it doesn't like if you listen to it, it doesn't sound like a Christmas song like until you really listen to the lyrics. And then obviously they threw it in with like some of their other Christmas songs that they did. So
That's thick. Jeez. Man, I'm so glad you recommended them one time. Was at the gate because they are so good.
yeah.
And some people look at them and be like, they scream. I'd be like, I don't even care. Like,
Right.
they are creative. They're great. I love them.
I know. Like it seems
Like,
like with every release they're kind of been going through now, like it just sounds great. Like from this, and then they did that cover album too with all those songs.
Yep.
Those all sound great too.
yeah, that was, gosh, anything they put out is gold. It's like one of those like underrated, totally underrated bands that don't get enough credit.
Yep, for sure. All right, yeah. So I had "Nothing for Christmas," "Last Christmas," and "Lowborn."
Solid. All right. I'm going with another favorite band for this Christmas. And the only band that I have found that did this a song, common Christmas song, "Up on the Housetop," August Burns Red.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, oh, "Up on the Housetop," really? And like I love that most of their stuff is instrumental.
Yeah.
But this one's a little more upbeat. Or it starts off slow, goes upbeat. But they play through, up on the housetop. So, and
Yeah, you're
I
right.
don't
There
think
are a
I've
lot of
seen.
covers of that.
Yeah, there aren't, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I played it and I liked it, so I added it to the list. And then I don't know, I'm on an August Burns Red kick, but this next one is August Burns Red, but Last Christmas. So
Nice.
off the same album that you had earlier.
Yeah.
With the faux Mariah Carey
Mm-hmm.
look-alike or whatever. But I like all their when they do a breakdown. I'm just like, yep. I put the stank face on, and I just
Right.
yep.
Yep.
I go for it. Yep, it's all good.
Mm.
So that one's on my list. Okay, this number 9 on my list is a classic favorite, and if you turn on the radio and you go to a Christmas station,
Mm-hmm.
or if you live in a city, they're gonna come to your city and they're gonna blast your face off with this song, and it's Trans Siberian Orchestra, Christmas Eve. I can't even pronounce that. I don't even know. It's the Christmas Eve song that
Okay.
everyone knows. That one.
I didn't even
Yep.
think about adding
Down,
them to the
down,
list. All
down,
right.
down. Yes, and everyone who has a Christmas service or special or whatever has done this song because it's
Right.
thick
Yeah.
and juicy and
I
just
know.
classic.
Everyone
And
wants to
it's
play it.
so well done.
Yeah.
And all these metal bands are like, I want it to sound like that. Probably, but maybe.
I think August Burns Red probably gets the closest.
Yeah, they do because they break down like that. So I
Right.
love
Yeah.
August Burns Red so
Yeah.
much, man. You did a Memphis Mayfire podcast list, didn't you? With Simon?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like super similar.
Yep. Yeah. They're becoming one of my favorites. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'd have to go check on my like Spotify stats. They're my most played band, like of all time, or like, yeah, out of all my Spotify stats. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe it.
All right.
All right, give me your number 10.
Yeah, my number 10. You already mentioned this one earlier because you have their band or the band on your list, but I went with Hey Monday's "Oh Holy Night," and Cassidy Pope. You kind of mentioned her earlier too, but just been a big fan of hers. Since Hey Monday. Watched her compete. Went on The Voice and kind of followed her country career too, and now she's kind of back into this rock pop punk space as well. She released a new album this year, so I think she sounds great on this song. She's got this really like cool vibrato in her voice that you hear sometimes when she's like holding notes out, but yeah, it's just a great song. That'd be a good closer. We kind of this song along with Silent Night, one that we typically close out at church every year with the candle lighting. So good closer for me.
Same here. Yeah, it's usually that. Usually like Silent Night, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid. That was on my list. It popped in and out of my list. And then when I found Mixtape for Christmas, I flipped that one. I was like, oh, that's the one for sure. But yeah, I had Oh Holy Night in that slot for a long time. So.
Yeah.
But nice. All right, my last and just a nod to a solid band that has been through a lot and made a lot of good and bad stuff. Considering their cover for Frozen. Weezer's "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." So
Nice.
ending with that.
Nice.
I love this just because it sounds like Weezer, and they kept their feel of that trip or that 3/4 feel, and so. But it's just like that classic Christmas song. We wish you Merry Christmas. So I ended it on that one. So
yeah,
it's not like the best
song,
version of that song, but
yeah,
but it's classic.
It very much is like a true Weezer sound. Like you could hear like the first 10 seconds of that song. I mean, obviously you hear River's voice, but Just like the guitars and everything. It's just like, oh, that's Weezer. Yeah.
Yep.
What's your beef with
Classic.
Lost in the Woods? I guess do you have a beef with that cover?
It's okay. It's okay. It was like they did like a pretty good job. I'm just like, ugh. Like why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like don't just kill yourself, Weezer. Don't do that. So don't go down that path. So
Yeah.
it was okay though. Like I'm not like saying it was like completely terrible because they did a good job with it. But and we were gonna cover that. We started screwing around with it.
Yeah.
We're gonna like with 5 and 2. We were like passing it around. I don't know where it ended, but I recorded my parts. So
Yeah, I don't know where that ended. I wish we would have finished it, or at least recorded it. That was kind of hard though, with it being COVID, and we were all kind of spread around. Dana's peeking her head around.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, I don't even know where those recordings went.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I have honorable mentions.
What do you have? What do you want to walk through them? Because I only had those couple that I mentioned with Alone This House, the Used Fall Out Boy, and there's another one.
A couple of those were so.
What's tonight's topic?
Christmas songs.
Did you get that NSYNC one?
No, I didn't include NSYNC.
Why did you
This
not
is
include NSYNC?
rock, metal, emo.
Because we're doing like emo, pop punk, metal, that genre, not pop boy bands.
That is a good podcast.
Yeah.
Pop boy bands of Christmas.
Yeah.
Come on.
We have to
I would
narrow
just
it because the Christmas category is too wide.
Yeah, we have to narrow it down because the Christmas category is just too wide.
Okay.
But next year we can do some other genre, like we can do like R&B and do Whitney Houston. I don't know, or boy bands and
rap Christmas songs. Like I'm down for that.
It'd just be DMX's "Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer" on repeat. We did a rap Christmas,
just over and over.
Right?
You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous.
All right, honorable mention. What you got?
I mean, like I said, I have a few, but some of those were ones that are already on your list, like Hey Monday, Oh Holy Nights. I had Oh Holy Night from Wolves at the Gates. That was a good version. I saw that Linkin Park did a My December version.
Mm-hmm.
I have, which it's not really a Christmas song, but it's on here. The Happy Holidays, You Bad Word, from Blink-182. That's on there. It's not even really a Christmas song, so I don't even know why it shows up on Christmas lists, but it was on there. So, and then one of my
songs too.
Funniest. I know, but they were okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm surprised I didn't have any of the Blink songs on my list. But the one that I was thinking that you were gonna have on your list was the Amber Lynn version of whatever
Baby Come Home
Christmas song. Yes. I was like, Reed's. This is the one. If any of them, Reed's gonna pick this one, and I was wrong. Whatever.
I do love that one, but I kept it off. I think it was on like a very early version of my list, but I ended up taking it off.
I was like, he's an Amber Lynn fanboy, so
yeah, I know.
He's gonna totally
kind of hurt me not to.
And then my last, yeah, and then my last honorable mention is a funny one. It's from Crowder. It's his Feliz Navidad version.
Nice.
It's not even rock, emo, or whatever. It's totally Feliz Navidad sounding. So, but it's so old and it sounds different than like Crowder sings now. So
yeah,
it's just hilarious. So I put it on there. So yeah, those are my honorables. So.
Then I guess. You had sent me that Family Force 5 song. Was that supposed to be in your 10, or is that like an honorable?
Well, I mean, technically, yeah. It's more rap than it is like rock.
Yeah.
Emo, metal. But it's so good. It's so funny. But yeah, Family Force 5 song. What was the title of that one?
That one, I can't remember now.
What did I send you?
That one. Hold on.
But yeah, we did it at Heritage when I led. Oh, Carol of the Bells.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that at Heritage when I led, and that was hilarious because I was rapping, we had another guy that was rapping, and we had auto tune on his mic. We bought an auto tune pedal just for that.
Nice.
And then Bobby Verbeck was playing guitar, background vox. I think Junior was on drums, and I think Madeline was on keys. I think that year. So it was that was a fun Christmas. So yeah, we did our own thing over there. So.
I think one year, might have been when you were at Adventure. I think we tried to do, maybe we did, I Celebrate the Day by Relient K. It's like you, me.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah. Was that the year Justin was there?
We played a lot of Relient K that night.
Yeah.
But yeah, we tried to do I Celebrate the Day.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I had like just started there, and they were like, "You want to do Christmas Eve?" And I was like, "Okay." And it was like it was just me. I had to figure it out. It was like no other band or whatever. So I was like, I just asked everyone.
Right.
Surprisingly, people could play. I'm just like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But it all worked out. So.
Yep.
I've sang many a Christmas songs and led many a times on Christmas Eve. So it's one of my favorite times. So.
Yeah, it's a good year. Good time of the year. All right. Let's see. What else do I have on my list? Do you want to have an idea for, I guess, trying to figure out what the next episode's going to be? We'll spin a wheel.
We do a 40-yard dash and each pick a topic, and whoever wins is that topic. So.
Right. Yeah. Let me share my screen. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So I put together this wheel. So my kids have been obsessed with this wheel of names, and Dana uses it too for school. But they like to use this quite a bit. So I'll show you this list. I guess once the screen comes up, if you can see it.
Yeah, there we go. Right.
Okay. So over on the right, got some topics and bands. Interesting. If there's any you want me to take out, just let me know. If not, I'll spin it, and we'll let the wheel decide next episode.
Ooh, Relient K, a full episode of Relient K?
Yeah.
Oof, that'll be hard.
We could even
NFG
do that one like a draft.
Pick your own album.
Like the Linkin Park one.
All right, I'm down.
All right, let's spin this wheel. Drum roll, please. Oh, let's go. So, all right, Newfound Glory.
Nice. I'm down for it. I'm ready for an NFG. We can start the new year with the NFG.
Yeah, that's right. All right, sounds good. Pick your 10 Newfound songs. We'll knock that one out. All right, well, thank you all for listening to the podcast. Thank you for listening this year. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2025, kicking things off with some Newfound Glory. Catch you later. Peace.